Donna Copeland, and I want to remind you that all good ninjas know you don't put all your eggs in one basket. We're going to talk today about multiple streams of income and how that's going to allow you to really have maximum flexibility. So one thing that this makes me think of is some friends that we had that lived in Michigan, and they had planted a beautiful grove of elm trees, and this was back in the late 60s. They planted these elm trees. Well, Dutch elm disease came through in the 80s and wiped out all the trees. But they made lemonade out of lemons by taking their Dutch elm trees, installing a wood stove, and then they had a lovely heat source that they were able to utilize for years to come. And they replanted that grove of trees because they were good stewards of their resources. And what do you suppose they replanted? Ash trees. Ash trees, as you may know, at least in Michigan, got blighted by a little creature known as the emerald ash borer. So again, they lost their entire grove of trees, but they kept their wood stove working. So that's the bright side of looking at it. What they learned though, and the hard lesson, was that they really should have had diversity. And that's the same thing that you want to have in your multiple streams of income. So we only have so many hours in the day. We want to make sure that we are utilizing those hours so that it's passive income. And if you're not quite sure what passive income is, make sure you look around on our site. We've got lots of really great information about what exactly passive income is. But what I want to make sure is that when we're training our ninjas and we're teaching in our martial arts school, we make sure that our students can handle a crisis. And they are keeping their minds and their bodies flexible so that when something's happening, they can think on their feet and they can change at a moment's notice. And that is critical, not just in physical self-defense, but it's also really critical in financial self-defense. So we want to make sure by having multiple streams of income that you're not getting locked into just one way of making money. Think about that one income family. All they have going for them is that one income, and often they're living a little too close to paycheck to paycheck. What happens if that one person making money for that family is no longer able to work? What if they get laid off? What if they have a physical ailment that makes it impossible for them to sustain their family? So having those other streams of income, and they don't even have to be huge. If you have income coming in from multiple sources, that makes a huge difference in how much money you can be bringing in for your family, and sometimes just as little as $500 to $1,000 can make all the difference between bankruptcy and foreclosure for a family. So this is Donna Copeland, and I'm here to remind you that passive streams of income and having lots of them is going to turn your life into a beautiful waterfall of glory.